Hello. Hey. Uh, Hello, my dear sea stars and bro stars. Um, I am one of those early Blu-rays that are starting to have the courage to come out of the closet, the spiritual closet. And today I was just listening to one of the videos of Steve Noble and talking about the spiritual awakening and all, and how sometimes things get to be a little bit over our heads and we start doubting our experiences and the expansiveness of the situation, the multidimensionality, and how our true nature is so amazing, and how we're just in the beginning, and it freaks us out from the beginning. So we're like, whoa, am I really this timeless and formless immortal being who just volunteered to come here to make some kind of difference, and so on and so forth. And the the point is, I decided, after listening to all of that, I decided I had an idea and I wanted to put it as a comment, but I don't know. It seems like I need to start owning up to my own ideas instead of hiding behind small YouTube comments. And so here I am. I just want to make 2 points, and I hope it brings some clarity to people. Just, you know. Okay. Sorry about my shyness, I guess. We all have a beginning, a starting point. Anyway, um, I was okay. Steve Noble was talking about how we sometimes people, when they face the idea of multidimensionality, being able to go back and forth in time, and all these extrasensory perceptions and so forth is uh, he was saying that most people want to just be present at the moment, and that's good enough for them, and they don't want to explore into these um, concepts and ways of being that's way over our heads at this moment. um, and they kind of get timid, and they shy away from it. And I believe, except few of us who have not been who have not closed off that aspect of themselves from childhood, uh, and carried it on until later adulthood. Um, Most of us who closed, they're fine, but the ones who are closed, it is sometimes a little bit more difficult. I had one friend who was complaining, and actually quite much in desperation, because he had this amazing ability when he was child. It's not that person only. I mean, there are many people who go through that, and then they get depressed because once they were so expansive, and then they closed um, to be a normal person, to fit into the society, and to not be labeled and picked on and all of that. And then they find themselves in a very big trouble because they have this urge. I mean, you know I know it firsthand. And to go back to that expansiveness, because we know it in our veins, we feel it, we know it, we had it, and we closed it off, and now it's time that we can do it with our awareness, and also with the expansion of our minds. We are able to embrace it at this moment. This is a very powerful moment. And I just don't want people to step back from it because they have this, I don't know if it is real idea. Okay, so I want to go through this 2 points. Um, Actually, in psychology, the definition of a hallucination is that it is experienced by one person and it cannot be experienced by another person. So if we are using drugs and I see a pink elephant and I say to my bro, I say, hey, there's a pink elephant, and my bro says, what are you talking about? And that's my own thing. But if my friend also, or sees that pink elephant, maybe not pink for him but red, but it's distinctive enough that in that experience is shared at some level, and that is what I really want to emphasize. I there is I was also looking at Aya Andromeda multidimensional you, and there was a comment. There was a comment on her video. This person said that she had. Let me read. Wow, Aya, that's crazy. I had a beautiful dream last night in which I showed up in one of your missions in the astral, and we were watching some form of old programming related to masculine versus feminine balance being dissolved from our reality. It looked like that iridescence that oil in water will form, and we were watching it all dissolve and go down a massive drain. Later on in the dream, you mentioned one of your videos that you had noticed someone you didn't know had popped into your mission and had a purple color. Okay, now I wanted to verify with her whether Aya also realized this. And actually mentioned it in a video. I didn't get that response yet, but I can verify that from my experience. I had 2 experiences with one of the most famous spiritual leaders at this point. I mean, to me, they're leaders. To me, they're like my big brothers and big sisters. And couple years ago, I had this person in my dream, and he gave me this amazing hug that that was really needed at the time when I was going through my dark night of the soul, and brought me the possibility, the idea of the possibility of, or possible reality, the timeline of an amazing world, and that love that is completely unconditional, not in the meaning of non-judgmental, but this divine love, that love that is so immense, so powerful, and so pure. And it changed my life. And later on, I didn't know at the time this person was I don't know whether I should tell, but he's anyway, maybe I shouldn't tell because I couldn't come up with the name at the moment. Okay, and later on I saw his videos and I was like, this is the same person, and wow, I didn't know at the time. A couple weeks ago, I had this amazing uplifted experience, and there was, again, he popped into my reality, and I was like, there was this big golden sparkly bursting explosion between us, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, that's really really cool. And I know I'm communicating with him, and I don't know if he's communicating. I mean, he is communicating with me, I know, at one level, but I don't know if it is at my level, because for me, there are just few people, and for him, there are millions of people or thousands of people that he's communicating with, because he's much more evolved and much more in communication with people. And I don't know if I pop into his awareness like that, but he definitely pops into my awareness. So I don't think that there's that criteria that the other person has to exactly know, but you all know that we experience certain things, and then through synchronicities, it pops into our reality. Somebody talks about it, somebody went through the same experience, some form of resonance. I mean, we have this experience and they have this experience, and it overlaps. It may not be overlapping 100%, like the pink elephant being the pink elephant, but maybe it's a, reddish pink elephant, or maybe it's a pink hippopotamus. Okay. The thing is that we do have same experiences. We share those experiences, and we resonate with those experiences as a part of our reality, and that says that it is real, at least according to psychology, because in psychology a hallucination is lived and experienced and cannot be experienced by two people at the same time. It's lived by one person at the time, and nobody else can share it. That's why it is a hallucination. If it is shared by two people or more, it is not a hallucination, it's a reality. So this is what I want to emphasize. We do share these things as we started communicating through the social media and through the internet, and actually through the astral net. We know. So I want all of us to stop doubting that this is real. This is real. This is real. And much needed, much beautiful divine intervention. Divine intervention is in the sense that we are starting to come to our real senses of our divinity, and we need to claim it. We need to claim it. And I guess that's about it. Thank you for being patient for 12 minutes and no, 13 minutes. And thank you so much for hearing me out. Thank you so much for heeding this message. I really want to emphasize it. Don't have these questions and doubts in your mind that that is just a hallucination. Use your discernment, obviously, but we do share things, and that sharing itself means that this is real. Bye all. Love you, and thank you.